Hello, my name is Domenica and here is my ID, right? And here I'm going to talk about the video conference too. And okay, in the video conference you talk about emphatic structures. These type of sentences um, are using to give emphasis about what you want to say. Um, you have different structures to make and emphasize sentences. Okay, uh, when the structure of sentences is more indirect, it's more formal. But when the structure of sentences is more indirect, it's more informal. Okay, in English is a flexible language, so if it's true that we have a structure to make the sentences, we could change and play with the language, and we can transform and use, and we have different forms to make an emphasis. Okay, so we can use where, what, it's, or auxiliaries like do, did, does, or emphatic adverbs like really and, um, and something like that. So in the video conference, the discussion it's about three types of sentences that are clause sentences and auxiliary sentences and inversions and emphatic structure with inversions. Okay, so in the clause sentences, the teacher asked, what is the first thing that you look in a person of the different sex? And Gustavo answered that the first thing that he looked is the eyes. So an emphatic sentences could be, the eyes are what Gustavo looked at first. So in this case, you can use it, it's for one part of the sentences, and the other part, I don't know, it's a negative, you use don't, or structure the second part of the sentences like this. So my example is, the film that I don't like is it. I don't know, like I don't know, like Jurassic Park. I like it, but that's for the example. So, and the film that I don't like it is Jurassic Park. So if I am talking about this movie, I can say that is the film that I don't like. Or other structure for make emphasis in the sentences is, what I don't like is that film. Okay? So with auxiliaries. Okay, the auxiliaries are do, did, or does. And when just we have one case, we can use these auxiliaries, and is when it's present the verb to be. So because the verb to be can't mix with do, did, or does. When it's other verb, it's an auxiliary. Okay, and in the video conference we have some examples with these auxiliaries. He does play tennis every day. Juan does have a new car. She does play her violin. My boyfriend does cooking. My boyfriend does like cooking arepas every morning, and I do love dancing is flamenco. So my examples are, And the normal sentences is my mother does cook a delicious cake, and oh sorry, that are my emphatic sentences. Um, I do three type of sentences with the three different auxiliaries. So first, my mother does cook a delicious cake. Second, they do play soccer bear, and the last, I did win the competition. Okay, with inversions. In the case of inversions, we have some expressions like never, seldom, or only that we have in the sentences. And in this case, we have a structure that is that expression first, and then an auxiliary, then a subject, then a verb, and then the rest of the sentences. Okay, and so the normal sentences that the teacher give an example is he has never been to Ecuador, and the emphatic sentences is never has he been to Ecuador. So we have first the expression, then has the auxiliary has in this case, then we have the subject he, and then we have the verb been, and then the rest of the sentences to Ecuador. Okay. So in this case, it's important to remember that the structure in English is subject, verb, object, and in the inversion we change this order. So it's like I don't know, could be verb, subject, object. This is the most commonly structured in this case of sentences. In this case, it's emphatic sentences. Okay. Another examples that the class give with this structure is it's the crowding that I'm particularly concerned about. Rarely do houses come up for sale this town. Not once did he complain about the noise. Never again will be, I believe, a word he says. And my example is, because I have only one, I have never been so offended in my life. And my emphatic sentences is, never in my life have I been so offended. So I have first the expression never, then a little bit complement of that part, then I have the auxiliary have, then I have I, the subject, then the verb been, then the other complement of the sentence. So finished. Okay, and that's all. Thank you. Bye.